On to other news. This weekend, in the semi-finals of the FA Cup, Manchester United face up against Chelsea. What are your takes on this matchup?
Well, it's no question who I have winning this matchup. Particularly my empathy for Chelsea doesn't fail me here, and I see a Manchester United rolling to victory in this one, I suppose.
In my case, I guess because I'm a Chelsea supporter, I have to roll with the home team, but I have Chelsea winning it because
Really?
Yeah, I mean it's gonna be a close game, and the matchups between them and the matchups between Manchester United and Chelsea have been fairly close over the couple of years, especially in the FA Cup. But I have them winning because of one statistic. They only have lost one game in the FA Cup in over, I'd like to say, the last 5 years.
And who was that?
I'm not quite sure because it was quite a long time. I didn't look
that would be an
back up.
interesting stat to look up.
But I wouldn't be surprised if it was against Manchester United.
Sure.
I wouldn't be surprised.
And I think you're right in assuming that Chelsea has more to play for. They have something to prove, I think, at this stage in the game. Manchester United, not so much. They're going to run away with the Premier League, I think. This matchup may not mean as much to them as it does to Chelsea, and that is certainly an interesting factor in this scrum here. But I've got to say, Manchester United, too much firepower. Even with the bench mob, they're gonna see a victory.
We'll see what happens. Obviously, that's going to be a good game. The one thing I'm looking forward to is, or actually rather hoping for, is the midweek matchup between Manchester United and Manchester City. Or Manchester United versus Real Madrid is going to kind of slow them down because that's two high games in 1 week.
Sure, and they're going to be running tired and running ragged out there, but. I think that Manchester United has a bench too that they can go to. I mean, they have top flight strikers at every position. They have Wayne Rooney, Van Persie, Chicharito. I mean, they can put in anybody basically and score and still be a threat to score a goal.
My prediction is Chelsea's going to win 5-4. It's going to go to PKs.
It's going to burn down the house. Okay.
Just throwing that out there.
Is that the penalty score?
No, maybe a penalty score. It's going to be 1-1 or 2-2 or something, and then everything else is going to be penalty kick.
You piqued my interest there with the 5-4.
It would be really interesting if they actually did play out that way. Obviously, we're not really fortune tellers or mentalists or anything like that. But that's all we have for you on this week's episode of Primetime Football. Thanks for joining us, and join us next week for more football. Thank you.
Thanks.